see. Same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the bull out the truck, take the bull out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line him up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country.
You ain't never been a skate town.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Glendale. This is fielded inside the 5. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. At their own 40-yard line. Murray going to hand this to Benson. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener. Just shy of midfield. Here's second down and a yard. Again, it's Benson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone, and a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Barkley. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, they need 5.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out. Not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. It's Murray moving outside the pocket, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive. So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
45-yard line.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Murray. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Murray. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board. And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been done.
That is caught by the tight end. Brandon Cross. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Chad Ryland next for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. In the end zone, here's Cavante Turpin. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, Wilson. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. 23 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Seattle.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
They'll run the toss to Barkley. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
60 by 6.
So after 1, 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go. on the handoff. This is Barkley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
The tight end Fant in motion. On first down, Wilson. Quick throw out wide. It is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
First down at the 23-yard line.
Wilson. Now a screen set up for Barkley. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw. Wilson. Pass caught left side by Fant. And he'll take it on in. Noah Fant. Touchdown Seahawks.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
They'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Start on the ground. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 2. They go play action for Murray. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
And the Cardinals.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch. So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. To throw is Murray. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Now Murray on third and long. And a nice sequence there defensively. They'll give him 8 yards, but they get him down well short of the first down, and it's fourth down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to hit another good one. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They go play action now. Wilson Headed left, buying time. Got a man downfield. It's Bech. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 27 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Out to his right. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice game to his tight end.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Let's go. Now it's Wilson. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Again, Wilson. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is hot. What a throw. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Seattle. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Devontae Wyatt gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Big Ace. Throwing Murray. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. On comes the punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get that out to Barkley.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
19, Tiger, 19.
Wilson. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Here's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. That's to the right side and incomplete. He was looking for Jack Beck that time, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That's Washington, the man in motion. That's caught downfield by Hunter. And they're going to have a 1st down and are well into field goal range now at the 16.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Play action. Now, Wilson. That is caught at the 3. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far. But what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
To throw again is Wilson. To the goal line is in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. On is Moody to add the extra point. His kick is good, and the Seahawks will take a 21-7 lead. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds. And with that, time has run out on this 1st half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. Now an opening past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Ready up!
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
second down and 3. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Oh, and now movement up front, trying to get the defense to jump. One of the offensive linemen moved instead. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. They'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Now a toss, running left, it's Henry, and he will have the Seahawks 1st down. They get it easily. 4th and 1, and they pick up 5.
Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes, and you find yourself here on 4th and real short. Something easy, something your guys have repped a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up a fresh set of downs. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
They look middle, and it's caught by Peck. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Garrett Williams on the stop. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Got it. Ready?
The Cardinals' 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. One side, caught by Hunter. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Seahawks, 1st down. It's a gain of 6. And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Now it's Wilson. Rolling right. This one caught at the 4. And the Seahawks going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Seahawks. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Moody now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 1. They go play action now. Murray. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Seahawks will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make...
Saquon Barkley! And he will score! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Seattle. On is Moody to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks are able to extend the lead.
Cardinals 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Cardinals.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll stick with him again. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signals he has enough. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Murray. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James.
Cardinals 13. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. He'll start at the 2. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll They'll start on the ground with Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Let's go.
A handoff, running left. It's Barkley. Finding room at the 35. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 36 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Forced out wide. And he spots his target downfield. Great teamwork on the completion. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Set. Cowboy 80. Paint the 60. Paint the 60.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. In motion, Besh. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive.
To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on you.
And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's a toss, right side, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, and for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Second and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks and make that a 5th straight victory as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Just come outside for the night. Take your time, get your life. Let it The career's more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I'm not kombucha, either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that baby, well alright. Tryna fight in the night, come alive. Ain't it sneak? Ain't it? Ain't it? Ain't it? Try to come back, they popping your tires, hold up. 100 round, feeling like I'm on team, playing both sides of you. Shout out to your friends. I've been going crazy, shot, I've been in the deep end. She not in the scene, she tryna go. I just been dripping out. This whole nother level shot. I got it on their toes. I put the on the road. She tryna, hold up. I got this me. She tryna show me something. Hold up. I got flows for days. Ain't on nothing. Me and my bro like me, you know we on one. We in the spot going crazy until the sun up. You worried about that? I chose up. All in the kitchen can't get the cold up. Nigga like they know it. Double O cactus that we told us. Switch out the baddie, get rolled up. Everything hit, everything.
If all the think they girls don't be, if you didn't know, maybe better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want